So you're voice automated. You talk, but you're not actually here. So can you like make me sandwiches and do my laundry and stuff? Oh, you can't. You can't do that. Oh, well. I'm not gonna need that. What's going on, guys? I'm the Modern Film Critic, and I'm not sexist. That was just a joke. This was a really hard intro to come up with because, I don't know, I just can't think of any. Today we are reviewing Her, directed by Spike Jonze, beautifully directed by Spike Jonze, I might add, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Rooney Mara, Amy Adams, which is my favorite, and the girl with the dragon tattoo. Like, that is Rooney Mara. Olivia Wilde, that's her. The one from House. That's what I'm thinking of. There we go, I got it. And it stars Joaquin Phoenix. He plays Theodore Twombly, who is in love with an operated system, played by Scarlett Johansson. She plays Samantha. You never see her, you just hear her. And oh my, I was really excited for this film. I thought it looked beautiful from the trailers. I thought it had an interesting story. Everyone was sort of like, that's so cheesy and tacky. That's gonna be terrible. And I was like, give it some hope. It looks good. It's got Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Adams. It's got a great cast behind it. Everyone behind the camera looks solid. And I gotta say, it's a very, very great film for a lot of reasons. And it's a great romance movie. This is such a great year for romance movies, man. We had Blue is Warm as Color. We had this. And Before Midnight. All three of those automatically just. Oh my gosh, we had such a great year for romance films, and this is definitely on the top on the top of the list. Not for number one, but for I don't know if I would number it, but it is up there because it's fantastic. And Spike Jonze, the number one thing I love about this movie is the questions it raises. I really can't tell you what kind it is, but once you watch it, you're like, that's a really, really good point. That's a good question. And I was like conflicted. I was like, I can't really relate to this, but I'm really attached to this character. Joaquin Phoenix plays a guy. He's so lonely and he's so desperate. He really wants a girl. He really wants someone to latch onto. He's divorced with Rooney Mara's character, and he's just not in the best position. And then he meets his OS, his operating system, played by Scarlett Johansson. And on the side, he is friends with Amy Adams, who is also with an operated system, except that's a male. And they explore their relationship, and the film explores the relationship, and it's very interesting about what all the trials and tribulations that he goes through with his operating system. But it's so well crafted. Spike Jonze's direction is great. The movie's sort of light, and there's some really cool lighting effects, and it feels like nothing you've ever seen before. The way the lighting and the way the cinematography is, it's very Spike Jonze, but it feels very, very different and very, very beautiful. And I love the craft in this film. That's probably my favorite thing about it. And it's so just engaging. And while I can't really relate to it, like I said, I was still really into the story. At times, it felt pretty uneventful, and it was like nothing really going on right now. Can something happen? And then eventually it did get into it, and I was like, okay, I'm back into it, I'm invested, I want to see what happens, and the ending is heartbreaking. The ending, I was just like, oh no, and I almost cried, but I didn't. I still have not cried in a movie. Her, you didn't do it, but you came pretty dang close, and man, this is a great film to watch. Watch it with your loved one. Watch it, just embrace the beauty of this film. Like I said, I had some problems with it, some pacing issues, but other than that, I think it's crafted well. The acting is brilliant. I love Amy Adams. She plays sort of she's also down in the dumps. She's sort of not just in the best situation ever, but she's also very likable. All these characters are likable, and you are attached to the story, and you are emotionally invested, and it's very, very fun. Not fun, I don't know why I was going to say that. It's very, very it's just a great film, and it makes you appreciate cinema, and it's so good to watch this in January. I get to see Lone Survivor soon, so that'll be good to see in January if I like it, but like I said, definitely see Her. It's a very different film from what you're going to expect, because it just goes in, it's odd, but it's got a charm to it. It's got something to it. The soundtrack is beautiful, by the way. It sounds so familiar, but I cannot remember. I was like, I've heard these songs somewhere. I've heard this soundtrack somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it, but I loved it. It's beautiful. It's very soothing. That's a good word for it. It's a very soothing film to watch. Put it on, watch it in the biggest screen possible. Just see it in the movies. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so good. Just check it out. I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I raved about this movie a lot, but I just sort of started to ramble. But 4.25, I think, is a very good score for it, because I did have some problems with it. And like I said, pacing and some things are just like, can we something happen, please? But other than that, great film. Definitely check it out. Now the question is going to be asked, hey Adam, is this in your top 2013 or top 2014? I pretty much put it in the category as just missed. Like, I'm not going to put it in 2014 because once the list rolls around, everyone's going to be like, her? What? That came out last year, didn't it? And it's just going to confuse everybody. So, I mean, I'll probably mention it in my top 10 of 2014. I'll be like, this is a movie that came out in January. I technically consider it a 2013 release, but, you know, it's all complicated, so I'm just going to be like, it's not on any list, it's great. If it was in 2013, I would probably put it in my list, but I don't know where. That's just a whole other video. I'll have to figure all that out. But, anyway, it definitely deserves to be on some list because it is a really, really beautiful film. So, what are your thoughts on her? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. That's it. Did I cover it all? I did. And as always, I'm the Modern Film Critic signing off.